back to Pink Flamingo Swingers Radio, where we drink like we Irish, eat like we Italian, smoke like we Jamaican, and fuck like we porn stars. I'm your host, Cockstar 24/7. This is my co-host, London.
Hey y'all.
Okay, this is part 3 about the pros and cons of open relationships. Go ahead, London.
I think the ending of part 1 you left off. It got cut off when you were talking about men having a little bit more lax in a swingers lifestyle or open relationships. I wanted you to elaborate on that real quick.
Okay, I was saying in part 1 about how men catch more slack as single males in the lifestyle versus single females. Because is everyone open to letting another female join in or whatnot?
Okay. On part 2, after that episode, I got reminded of some more rules that I think is important from a woman's point of view. One is age limit. I don't want my man, he and I having sex with girls that's too young. A girlfriend of mine suggested no one under the age of 25. Also, you can't be tricking on bitches and giving bitches money.
Well, that is a big no-no. Every wife will be against that. So,
Definitely, that's a no-no. Don't spend no money on no bitch. Another rule is all women should know that you're in a relationship.
absolutely.
No, don't be lying, acting like you single to bag a bitch. Like, let her know you got a woman. That's important. Don't be trying to get another whole relationship or side chick, being a whole relationship with another side chick, unless I'm involved in that relationship and it's like a poly relationship type of thing. And that's about it for my rules. Do you have any additional rules you want to add?
Well, I told you my number 1 rule is to always make sure that you protect yourself.
Definitely. A girlfriend of mine, we was discussing it. She said one of her rules would be no oral sex.
Well, in some relationships, that is a rule with couples where they only have oral sex. You know, she allowed to give another male a blowjob or something, or he allowed to get a blowjob, but there's no penetration allowed. So there's different strokes and different rules for different couples.
Definitely. I mean, I would be okay with oral sex with my man if he trusted a female enough or they had enough chemistry that he trusted her to put his mouth on her, you know. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Especially like if we had a threesome, I definitely want my man to eat the other bitch pussy.
Man, oral sex is part of sex.
It
You know,
is.
it make it more enjoyable.
That's funny that you say that because I don't have a lot of experience in swingers lifestyle, but I've been in 3 environments where it's kind of like some swinging going on. And none of the men was eating pussy, none of the bitches was eating each other. So it's funny that you say that oral sex is part of sex. Do you think it's like a rule or some hidden rule where men don't eat pussy in swinger environments?
Well, it's good that you touched that topic because in a lot of situations, a lot of males don't like to eat pussy after another man's penis been inside of it. So that's probably why in a lot of situations you don't see some males so quick to eat the vagina.
Maybe. The 3 situations I've been in was a swinging environment. Them bitches was just sucking cocks back to back. They didn't care if it was a good pussy.
Well, excuse me. that's cool. And sucking dick is a part of sex for women.
Okay.
True indeed, right?
Okay.
It makes the vagina get more moist in certain situations when you really get into sucking that bell pepper head, right?
It definitely gets my pussy wet to suck a dick. However, sometimes a man's dick may be hard for me pussy as well.
It does. It's a natural aphrodisiac.
They do not be going down in that environment. But anyway, it's kind of off topic. But so you have any other pros, cons, or rules to open
Okay, I'm gonna add to the pros of being in the swingers lifestyle. And that is if you are into cosplay, you know, if you like to dress up and put, you know, certain outfits and things on. There's plenty events and outings and stuff like that where you have time to enjoy your cosplay, if that's what you're into.
Definitely, I would definitely get into some role play. Like I would definitely, again, like to play rape. I would like to play, you know, cop and bad girl or whatever. Get handcuffed and spanked with Billy Club or something softly, you know.
You're a wild girl. You got this real rape fantasy, man, and it's crazy that you mentioned that because we were talking about that crew of guys.
Yes.
And you researched it.
I did research it. We went to an event and someone else brought it up, so ironically, about this team that you pay to come kidnap you basically and rape you. And you work out a contract, you sign waivers and things like that, and you don't know when they're coming. You know, one lady requested to have a certain type of van to have them put her in. And they rented that van, they snatched her one day after work and picked her up and raped her. It was called extreme kidnapping. So it's actually a team here in Cleveland that does that. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that team, but I definitely would want my man maybe to stick in a window at night and tie me up and rape me. I gotta take a baby steps on that. But it's a true team that does that. One more thing you mentioned on part 2 that I want to elaborate on as well. You mentioned that open relationships is kind of like being single a couple times, which I totally disagree
with. That conversation had got kind of taken out of content. You might have took it the wrong way. Being in an open relationship is sort of, to me, this I might have explained what I really meant, but what I was saying was being in an open relationship is having a perfect marriage, and also like having a hall pass to do what you want to do.
Okay, I can see the hall pass, but I just want to touch on that because it seems like men and women view relationships totally different. Y'all view it like sometimes like it's a prison sentence, or something like that, where y'all freedom is gone, like in a negative way. And women don't view relationships like that. So I just wanted to touch bases on the whole you in a relationship if you're single comment. I think you cleared it up.
Yeah, I cleared it up. Well, in some situations, if you're in the wrong relationship, it is just like you are. What terminology did you use?
Prison sentence.
It's just like a prison sentence because you got to answer to the warden. Do this, do that. But if you have the right chemistry within your relationship, you shouldn't have those problems. That's why most people, you know, decide to start to swinging a little bit, you know.
Okay, I guess so. I just making sure. You should never feel like you're single if you're in a relationship.
And under no circumstances should you feel like you're single. But under no circumstances should you feel like you're in prison.
Women just don't think like that when it comes to relationships. Y'all think about it in a negative way. What y'all can't do, what's been taken from y'all. I can't go out at night. I can't hang with my boys. I can't spend a night out. Can't leave my dirty drawers on the floor. Women don't think like that. We think all positive. Like I have a partner, I have a teammate. Like I got somebody to show affection to. It's like all positive. What we think about it.
It's a beautiful thing to think about it like that. A partnership. Someone that you could, share some special times and moments with and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
From the beginning of the day to the end of the day. You're supposed to be able to enjoy your spouse.
I agree. Okay.
So where were we at? We had any more pros or cons?
I don't think I touched on all my pros and cons and all the rules. I think that's important to be in an open relationship.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna end this segment here on open relationships. And if you guys got any comments, leave them at the bottom. All right, we're gonna end the segment. Thank you.